Today we're talking the Newport Folk Festival.
The first thing you should bring is tickets.
Bring a tarp?
Bring a ground cover because it gets pretty wet.
Money, yes. Lots of money.
All right, we're diving into the Newport Folk Festival today. It has been around for many, many years. Stopped, I guess, for a few years, maybe from 71 to 85, and then they popped back up, and they've been going strong since then. I guess this is probably pushing 40 years. What's the deal there, T?
It's one of those, as we like to say, grandfather festivals. And
oh my God. Yes.
As far as legacy goes, still holding strong. I mean, the lineups are always outrageously awesome and incredible. I mean, I feel like between the folk festival and the jazz festival are kind of like embedded in there. Like those are the kind of like the two things embedded in your heads always: Newport Folk Festival, Newport Jazz Festival.
Right.
So,
George Wein, who we know that name from the Jazz and Heritage Festival in New Orleans, he started this. He started also the Newport Jazz Festival. He started this folk festival as a desire to elevate folk music to where jazz was. First lineup had Pete Seeger, Odetta. We love Odetta for timbre, and the Kingston Trio, who were folk royalty at that time. In 63, Dylan was it 63? What year Dylan went electric at Newport? That was like a huge thing one year. So they've always been 65. I guess is when he went electric, and everyone said that they betrayed, he betrayed them. But this year, we're going to get into the lineup a little bit, but right off the top, they have Public Enemy. I mean, and what does that say? Is Public Enemy is hip hop folk music? It isn't your granddad's folk festival anymore. It's a recognition that protest music, I guess, lives in many genres.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest takeaway there is because you'd be like, wait, that's not folky, that's not whatever, but it's what's in it, right? Like what the message is, what's coming out of it. That
right. Chuck D's been warning us about what's going on since the 80s. So
that's right.
It's absolutely fantastic.
It's right. But
so many huge names. Do we want to pull up the website? Maybe take a look
at here real quick and see what we got. It is sold out this year. 2025 tickets are sold out. I think, is this our first sellout, Kev?
Yeah,
first
definitely
that we've covered that's sold out. Usually we're
I do believe that Hookahville sold out.
Yeah. Yeah. It might have.
And I think the tune-up, the latest video we did, I think they were on their way to selling out. We did only had like 800 tickets left, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yes, that was our other festival. But this one is sold out.
All right, let's pull up the lineup. Why don't we click that lineup button?
But the way it looks
a couple things stood out to me. There's a guy playing named Robert Lester Folsom, right? And he put out an album back in the mid-70s called Music and Dreams that is one of these things that crate diggers found, and all of a sudden, indie acts were like, oh, this is an influence on me. And, I feel like it's the kind of set that's going to become legendary once he plays it. But, yeah, let's look through this. They did alphabetical order, I believe. Geese and Goose.
Yes, Geese and Goose.
Geese and Goose.
Oh, I'm with her. Hannah Cohen. Oh,
Iron and Wine. We know
Jack
that.
Antonoff, Bleachers.
Right now, that thing is a talent show format, right? And it's I think it's designed to maybe inject a little lighthearted chaos into the proceedings there. Like maybe Saturday Night Live meets Tiny Desk or something like that.
I wonder if Blue the Tiger is going to be playing with him and Bleachers. They just did something the other night I saw too. Iron and Wine. Wow, nice.
Yes, that's a big name.
Yeah.
All right, Margot Price. We know Margot Price.
Yep. Oh. Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins. That's my password. Mary Chapin Carpenter, my
Yeah.
God, she's been around ever. She probably has one of the only Thanksgiving songs that exist. She has a song called Thanksgiving or something like that.
Nice.
Kim Deal, what is Kim Deal doing? Is she going to be doing Pixies and Breeders? You know, the Pixies tour, but she isn't down. Hey, Piper. Oh, Luke Combs, fresh off not playing Bonnaroo, or did he play Bonnaroo? Was he like the only one who got to play?
I know. Luke Combs, Maggie
Maggie
Rose.
Rose. We
Mount
love her. Mount Joy. Simply
Mhm.
fantastic. And Mountain Jam. Really, I was taken by them. Lenderman,
Mhm.
Trey's favorite guy.
Yeah.
And there he is, Robert Lester
There he is.
Folsom. Look at that guy. He's been hanging out for 50 years and he's finally having his moment. You gotta love that. The Enemy's Public. I don't think they really give a damn. Oh, Remy Wolf. Didn't she do the pool party? Wasn't she the pool party person from Bonnaroo? I believe. Snack Time. They're out of Philly. A horn bass kind of funk thing. That's fun. Lemonheads. Famous
Lemonheads.
indie band. Yeah.
Lemonheads.
Wow.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yes. Wow. I didn't know they were
And
gonna be there.
Waxahachie.
Ah, Tom Odell. Very nice. What a lineup. Jeez.
Yeah, do you think that this is the most diverse lineup ever? I mean, my God. It's a study in
definitely
diversity, really.
very much. Very much. Yeah. Really cool.
Generational diversity too, cultural. I mean, we're getting stuff, I think, for anybody. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you were a Peter, Paul, and Mary fan, maybe
Yeah.
this might be a little much for you.
Maybe, but you still have some of those in between. I think there's enough of that there still in here too to be like, oh, this is great. Like, I don't know.
All right.
There's
Didn't
something
now
for
on the front
everybody.
page, didn't I see Joni Mitchell's name
Yeah, I
with
think they're
Todd
under
Paul?
the
Because I don't see her
sessions.
listed here.
These like no, it's I think it was like the Newport sessions that they do.
Oh, right.
She was here she is, like the Joni Mitchell from 2022. I think that was just the thing on their main page talking
Okay.
about some of the it didn't come up because it was the other page. Yeah, I think it was just the stuff on the main page.
Right. How do you feel about the rolling lineup? Their refusal to overshare. The lineup keeps coming out little by little bit.
It's interesting. I think it keeps. I mean, what is it? It's sold out, so I guess it works, right? Like it
Right.
You
You
can't really
see all
argue
the
with
other bands, you're on the fence, and then they release that one name that you're like, that's
it.
the one that's going to send me.
Right. Or you're already stoked that you're like, oh, I already got my ticket in now. I get to see them. Sweet.
So what's well, I guess they probably won't tell us the ticket prices because there's a wait list now, huh?
There's a lot of after show things going
All
on.
right.
Now. So
Geese. Snack Time. Wow. Langhorne Slim. I know that name. I don't know much about him, but
Parlor Bar and Kitchen Saturday. Yeah. So there's, which is also fun that there's like, we always talk about the after shows and things going on around the festival are always the fun things. So,
and they go on, they're on sale now. As we're recording this, they just went on sale.
Let's see if we can check out. Those are the folk tales. I'm sure what that brings up.
And here's some history. There we go.
Yeah, look at that. Wow. Okay. I mean, the history, right? Like it's like musical.
You kind of have to go.
Yeah. I know our good friend of the show, Scott Marks, is going and goes
huge
regularly.
fan.
Yeah, huge fan and goes regularly, which I think is so cool and is one of those like really fun weekends I think he looks forward to every year to get to go. It's really cool. So there's a whole like, FAQ page here on everything. I wonder, is there on-site camping? There is no camping at Fort
No.
Campgrounds nearby, so you can camp. Okay. I was wondering about that.
I'm a fan of camping.
Gates at 10. Music starts at 11.
So big day.
That's 8 a.m. my time. It's for streaming purposes.
Right. That's a lot of music. How
It's
much
a lot
do
of
you
music.
curate?
I
Right,
think, and that, Kev, I think it's why it's a good thing that there's such a diverse thing of music, because you don't want to go all day listening to the same kind of thing over and over. You're like, get me out of here. This is like, yes, okay, a little diversity, a little difference. I like it.
What is allowed? Kindness.
Kindness, number one.
Personal shade tent. Now, what is a personal shade tent?
Personal shade tent.
Like you stand in like a little tent?
I guess. Please use your personal judgment to make sure your tent does not impede on others.
Right, but no tarps.
Probably just like a, like a tarp thing you can put up, but hopefully people behind you, like maybe keep it lower or something.
I think next time I go to an outdoor summer show, I'm going to get one of those umbrella hats that you like put on and it looks like a huge umbrella.
Yeah. Oh, look, they're checking your medication. So if you got prescriptions, have your ID and prescription with you.
Yeah, I'm putting the 3 pills in my pocket. And if you actually find them, good for you.
What do you mean in your pocket? You're boofing those. Don't lie.
The tickets are on something called Dice, which is something that the 8x10 uses. I've had unsuccessful stuff with that. Like I tried to transfer a ticket once and it didn't work, but I like the fact that even before Congress forced Ticketmaster to do the upfront pricing, they did it. When you went and looked at a show, it was $16.38. $16.38 or something like that. So I like that Newport has tried to sidestep the corporate ticket machine, the middleman, so to speak.
Yes. I like that they have, well, I was going to try and bring it up, but I can't get it to come up on the screen, that they have a whole merch site too. So if you can't make it, you can still sort of
support
and like see if I can bring it up. I'm going to bring up this page and I'm going to start sharing again. Hang on. Do this just to see the shop because it's kind of nice.
No, there's the shop.
There you go. Dylan 65,
right.
Joni 69. I like these hats though. This is what I was looking at. The cool little symbols on the trucker hat, and then this little jazz purple field trip hat is cool. Bags. Surround hate and force it to surrender.
There you go.
Frisbee.
Is that for disc golf or is that just a regular old
throwing frisbee for the lot? That's a lot
for the lot, right? There you go.
Very nice. I don't know, man. Very cool. Very cool fest. Very cool everything. I'm a fan.
Say that again.
Very cool fest. Very cool everything. I'm a big fan.
I'm loving it. I am loving it.
All
right. If you're watching later, leave a comment. If you're going, let us know what happened, what you thought about it. Please let me know what you thought about Public Enemy because that's really exciting to me. Chuck D's a personal hero.
I can't wait to hear how that crowd reacts to that. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be interesting because you will have people there excited kind of to just kind of see them, but then also the other crowd and plus the way that they perform and blend in with that. I mean, that's a really fun.
It'll be interesting. Do we get a crossover? Does like Cotter from Goose come out or something with them?
And who knows? Maybe we'll get a little Goose Geese crossover going on, right?
All right, Goose Geese. All right, make sure you like and subscribe. Think about becoming a member. We have all kinds of exclusive member content, and we'll see you soon.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.